All right, so the last concept that we're learning in chapter 3 is observer. So this is a case where we want to do something other than um, creating tables and graphs and things like that. So the one example that we are using to understand observers is to use observe event function to send a message after performing an action. All right, so on the right side here in the UI, let me zoom in. So after after the user types in input here, right, in the UI, um, it sends a message saying greeting performed, right, to the console. And the code that does that is here in the UI, you have a text input function and then text output function, right, to display the output. And in the server side, we have this reactive function that um, creates the string using the name input, right? And then pass that string reactive value to render text function to create that output, and then save it to greeting output ID, right? And in the UI, that greeting is displayed. Now, that name input also triggers this other action that sends a message greeting performed to console here, right? And that action is performed using this observe event function. Okay, so again, observe event is very similar to event reactive function that we just learned in the previous video, in that a particular input triggers an action, right? Um, the difference though is this is not the result of this observe event function is not saved in a variable. All right, so let's do this in our studio. So this is 3.6, right? So let's go to our studio. Let's close this app first, and let's save this as 3.6. Right. So this is completely different app. So let's do this and shiny app to get the boilerplate code, and then let's go to the textbook 3.6. The very simple code here, right? UI and server, and then run app, save selected, right? And then when you type Daniel and hello Daniel, that is executed by this reactive function and the render text function. But this greeting performed message is sent by this observe event function. All right. And again, the same thing every time you saw hello Lucy, again, another message sent. Okay. All right. That wasn't too hard. All right. I'll see you in the next video for the code along assignment.